Greetings from the Rotary Club of Ciudad Sandino in Nicaragua. We live and work in Ciudad Sandino, one of Nicaragua's poorest areas, with 180,000 residents located just west of the capital of Managua. We're delighted to be able to share with your district what has been happening in Nicaragua and with the Rotary Club of Ciudad Sandino, focusing on the Nueva Vida community's need for a Rotary District Health and Sanitation project. But let us introduce ourselves. Becca and I are originally from the U.S. Our families have been living and working in Nicaragua for more than 20 years. Our own day jobs are with the Center for Development in Central America, a project of the U.S.-based nonprofit, the Jubilee House Community, founded over 40 years ago in North Carolina to serve the poor, and working in sustainable development in Nicaragua for 27 years. One aspect of our work has been to help form a Rotary Club 8 years ago with the idea of opening opportunities for the communities with whom we work, connecting them to Rotarians from around the world. We are a small club, just 12 members, but we work hard. So how do we serve our community? Sanitation needs always develop into complex projects. So how do you know we will follow through? Well, for example, in water and sanitation, our club just completed a global grant for potable water in 2 rural communities with 38,000 volunteer hours, more than 13 miles of pipe laid by hand, and an investment of $151,000 from Rotary International, installed a potable water system for 576 families, providing 3,000 people with clean water in their homes. Now we are doing a follow-up global grant so these same families can use their potable water to further improve their families' lives through providing training and installing aquaponics systems, raising fish and vegetables. Our Rotary Club also just finished a global grant in dental health to provide dental care, including dental hygiene training in local area schools in partnership with the Nueva Vida Health Clinic, a project of the CDCA. The clinic was begun after Hurricane Mitch devastated Nicaragua decades ago and has been in continuous operation for the past 20 years, committed to maintaining the wide variety of health services being provided, both in the clinic and out into our community, in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Rotary Community Corps members living in the community first held a series of focus groups and then surveyed the needs of their neighbors by going door to door, determining their priorities. A survey which prioritized the enormous need for proper sewage disposal in this community of Nueva Vida, formed in 1998 when 12,000 flood victims from Hurricane Mitch were dumped onto cow pastures on the edge of Ciudad Sandino with nothing more than what they could carry in their arms. We've worked side by side over the past 2 decades with these families, coordinating with the slowly developing Ciudad Sandino city infrastructure, first as temporary plastic housing turned into small cinder block homes, as the city extended bus routes and connected the neighborhood to the electric grid, and as it extended the city's potable water system to these homes by installing a single faucet per home. Involved initially in addressing Mitch's crisis health care, the CDCA's Nueva Vida Clinic has grown into a fully operational clinic serving not only Nueva Vida but the surrounding city as well. In Nueva Vida, a neighborhood grown now to 16,000 people, families still use pit latrines, with an average of 5 people per latrine. In some houses, as many as 30 people use one latrine, and some houses have no latrine at all. Although homes have access to potable water, there is no comprehensive collection system for wastewater. 1,100 homes still remain unconnected to any sewage system. Used wash water from these houses runs in the streets, creating a breeding ground for mosquitoes that carry malaria, dengue, Zika, and chikungunya. Not only do the majority of homes not have space in their tiny yards for digging a new latrine and so socialize in the street, but connection to the sewage system hasn't yet happened because they are located in an area that drains away from the sewage treatment plant, located downhill from it, thus requiring a technical study and design for a lift station as well as all the neighborhood connections. Although COVID-19 has dominated the news, far more people die here from mosquito-borne illnesses, and we know that Nueva Vida is at a critical health point. Using the Community Corps' survey results, our Rotary Club approached the Mayor's office and City Water Department and found them in support of this project, but with no funding with which to develop it. Ciudad Sandino is one of the poorest urban areas in the country. The lack of opportunity and the level of poverty in most families within the municipality means that the city has almost no resources of its own. Step one, therefore, is to fund the necessary assessment to develop topographical details and develop a lift station system, including a holding tank and all the needed tubing. The Rotary's assessment report can then be formed into a global grant proposal needing partner clubs. We have an immediate need for $18,500 to carry out the assessment, identified by the Nicaraguans in the communities where we work as their highest priority need. How can you, as a Rotarian, help? Partner with us on this project. We need your help. Rotary Club Ciudad Sandino is looking for District 6710 partners to fund the assessment as the initial step towards building the wastewater infrastructure and lift station to pump wastewater into the city's existing sewage treatment plant. The suggestion for this almost $20,000 project that's too large for a single club and too small for a global grant is for 5 or more clubs in the district to each commit to a district grant proposal for funding. How can matching funds work? With the support of 2-star clubs, 1-star clubs, and the Rotary Club of Ciudad Sandino, the $20,000 goal can be reached. With clubs requesting the district grant approval in the 2021 current cycle, funds can be approved with a study done later in 2021, this year. Then, using that information, a global grant proposal can be submitted requesting further funds for the actual construction, with families, the Rotary Community Corps, the Ciudad Sandino Rotary contributing time and labor, saving lives in the Nueva Vida community of 16,000. As Rotarians, when we support Nicaraguans in rebuilding their country's health, we open opportunities. When we bring sponsoring clubs, local communities, and municipal authorities together to dig ditches and solve the urgent problems of water and sanitation, we open opportunities. We open opportunities when we act together. We open opportunities when we are kind. We open opportunities when we are generous. Nicaraguans are resilient people, but they can't do it without strong partners. Will you partner with them and with us? Will you open opportunities? Thank you. Here is contact information for both a District 6710 project coordinator and a Ciudad Sandino project manager, the link to our websites for more information, and the link to donate online to our Rotary Club through our day job, the CDCA. We'd love to have you join us in our work in any way that you can. Thank you.